Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. We are all worms, but I do believe that I am a glowworm. Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. Power is not revealed by striking hard or often, but by striking true. We don't receive wisdom, we must discover it for ourselves. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. A kingdom that has once been destroyed can never come again into being, nor can the dead ever be brought back to life. When we're connected to others, we become better people. A single death is a tragedy. 1,000,000 deaths is a statistic. Creating individuality, which creates and protects others' individualities, is good. Darkness ages faster than you'd think. It doesn't loiter on forever. We cannot do everything at once, but we can do something at once. Peace proposals unaccompanied by a sworn covenant indicate a plot. The job of feats is walking, but the hobby is dancing. The butterfly counts not months, but moments, and has time enough. It can only take a moment to waste the rest of your life. Don't complain about the snow on your neighbor's roof when your own doorstep is unclean. I'm not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. As is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. For life goes not backward, nor tarries with yesterday. Doing nothing is better than being busy doing nothing. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. An education is not so much about making a living as making a person. The older I grow, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. If a craftsman wants to do good work, he must first sharpen his tools. Life is an experiment in which you may fail or succeed. Explore more, expect least. The only thing that can grow is the thing you give energy to. Until you have suffered much in your heart, you cannot learn humility. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. Sometimes one pays most for the things one gets for nothing. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Learn from yesterday. Live for today. Hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. You can jail a revolutionary, but you can't jail the revolution. Having nothing to struggle against, they have nothing to struggle for. When you are content to be simply yourself and don't compare or compete, everyone will respect you. If you can feel the future, then you are about to experience it. In order to change the world, you have to get your head together first. In the desire to control others, we lose control over ourselves. Dream your own dreams. Achieve your own goals. Your journey is your own and unique. With regard to narrow passes, if you can occupy them first, let them be strongly garrisoned and await the advent of the enemy. Having the life of your dreams is simple. Make conscious choices. Only knowledge can turn life's unbearableness into a weapon. People who belittle people will belittle people and will accomplish very little. Forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. Failure is not when you fail once, but when you refuse to learn from your mistake. Things don't happen for no reason. They happen to teach you something. I don't want life to imitate art. I want life to be art. Do not look for healing at the feet of those who broke you. Some men never die, and some men never live, but we're all alive tonight. Nothing is permanent in this wicked world, not even our troubles. Life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. When the enemy is relaxed, make them toil. When full, starve them. When settled, make them move. Don't stop when you are tired. Stop when you are done. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Sometimes life is too hard to be alone, and sometimes life is too good to be alone. Memory can make a thing seem to have been much more than it was. Great results can be achieved with small forces. If something is important, it deserves to be experienced deeply. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. Deeds will not be less valiant because they are unpraised. The more you face challenges, the less you fear them. The fruit of empty hopes is more bitter than the saddest truth. Agitate him and ascertain the pattern of his movement. I'm not afraid of death. I just don't want to be there when it happens. In the haunted house of life, art is the only stair that doesn't creak. Just remain in the center, watching, and then forget that you are there. We are willing to believe anything other than the truth. Even though the ship may go down, the journey goes on. If you are neutral in situations of injustice, you have chosen the side of the oppressor. If you appreciate the small things, you're likely to get the big ones. Stop being okay with everything. I'd rather die while I'm living than live while I'm dead. Most often, you don't own your own mind. You borrow it from society. Everybody stay positive, no matter how negative life gets. Do not use life to give life to death. Do not use death to bring death to life. The essence of knowledge is having it to use it. When I get sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. Insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. To be wronged is nothing unless you continue to remember it. True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. Make your lives a masterpiece. You only get one canvas. The language of light can only be decoded by the heart. Growth and advancement happen outside the comfort zone. The moon and the stars shine, even when the clouds hide the sunbeams. Shoot for the moon. Even if you fail, you'll land among the stars. I knew I was alone in a way that no earthling has ever been before. We have to speak the truth always, at any cost, and no matter what. I'm glad I see with my eyes, and not the pages I've read. Life isn't worth living unless it is lived for someone else. I care for no man on earth, and no man on earth cares for me. Stay quiet about your goals. Soon your results will do all the talking. It was easier to ask for forgiveness than it was to get permission. If the enemy has occupied them before you, do not follow him, but retreat and try to entice him away. So long as you fight the darkness, you stand in the light. To attain knowledge, add things every day. To attain wisdom, remove things every day. It is truth that liberates, not your effort to be free. The sidelines may be safer, but life is played on the field.